More protesting in New York. Demonstrators are calling for the release of former Columbia University graduate student Mahmoud Khalil, who was arrested by ICE over the weekend, not for committing any crime, but for expressing his political beliefs. The Trump administration claims he could be a national security threat. His attorneys, however, say his detention is political and an attack on free speech, not just for him, but all who dissent from what Israel is doing to the Palestinians in occupied Gaza and the West Bank. Fox News' Anna Aliopoulos has the latest.
Release Mahmoud right now!
For his supporters outside court, Columbia graduate student and Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil is a symbol of resistance.
We refuse to be silent while there is an ongoing attack against our First Amendment rights.
To the Trump administration, he's a national security threat who should be deported. They accuse the 30-year-old of distributing pro-Hamas propaganda.
Being in this country with a visa or a resident alien card is a privilege, and you got to follow certain rules.
At a brief procedural hearing in New York, a federal judge extended a block on his deportation, allowing Khalil to remain in the U.S. until at least next week. He's being held in Louisiana. His attorneys are pushing for his return to New York. They allege ICE moved him out of state to make it harder for his legal team to speak with him.
We will be fighting in the courts and fighting in the streets to bring Mahmoud home and prevent this level of repression from spreading.
Khalil, who is a legal permanent resident, was arrested over the weekend at his Columbia-owned Manhattan apartment. The arrest reportedly happened in front of his pregnant wife, who is an American citizen. In a statement read outside court, she pleaded for his release.
My husband was kidnapped from our home, and it's shameful that the United States government continues to hold him because he stood for the rights and lives of his people.
But the State Department says U.S. immigration law allows for Khalil to be deported if his presence here has, quote, serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States. In New York, Anna Aliopoulos, Fox News.